did, but...
Yeah. Mr. Painter, do you think Senator Gillibrand is a crook?
What's up, Patriots? Welcome back to America First, the channel where we put America first and call out the swamp for what it is. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe because we're bringing you the truth that the mainstream media won't tell you. We're growing this Patriot family every single day, and I need your help to keep spreading the message. Today I'm reacting to this absolutely disgraceful display we just witnessed in what appears to be a congressional hearing. Folks, this is exactly what's wrong with Washington, D.C. right now. Instead of focusing on the real issues facing hardworking Americans, we got senators acting like children in a playground fight.
No, and I do not think all politicians are crooks.
And why did you call her a crook?
I did not call her a crook. Now, Ms. Senator, you need to focus on this bill. Right, you're doing this again. You did it the last hearing. You need to read the bill.
Role in stablecoin regulation, $217,000 in crypto donations. You tweeted that.
Yes, I do.
And then you said, the crypto industry is buying Congress and the White House. This won't end well. Why do you think the crypto industry is buying Senator Gillibrand?
I said, look at the campaign contributions from this industry.
You think they've bought her?
No, I said, look at the campaign contributions.
You said they bought her. Do you think they bought her?
Senator, you need to focus on this bill instead of trying to distort my Twitter.
Last time, one of my
you
colleagues
were quoting what a Marxist in Chicago said about
And what evidence do you have
no
that she's a crook?
I said there is massive amount of campaign contributions coming into this Congress from the crypto industry.
Do you want to apologize to Senator Gillibrand?
I do not want you to have to apologize for passing legislation
that destroys
our economy.
For calling
you are distorting what I said, just like you did in the last hearing. You're wasting everybody's time, Senator.
You're a whack job.
Senator,
you are wasting.
Well, I think we are
next level whack job.
I think we are.
Is this middle school, Senator?
Senators and witness. Thank you both.
I think you should apologize, Senator.
I think, Senator, you're wasting our time. This is not middle school.
Thank you for your participation. I will say that Senator Smith is next. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. So, not so long ago.
Let me break this down for you. What we're seeing here is a classic case of politicians more interested in scoring political points than actually doing their jobs. The crypto industry discussion is important, don't get me wrong. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign contributions, and the American people deserve to know who's buying influence in our government. But instead of having a substantive debate about financial policy and regulatory oversight, we get this circus. The senator trying to focus on the actual legislation deserves credit for attempting to bring some professionalism back to these proceedings. When you're dealing with something as complex as cryptocurrency regulation, which affects millions of American investors and our nation's financial future, you need serious people having serious conversations. This industry is growing whether Washington likes it or not, and we need smart regulation that protects Americans while allowing innovation to flourish. What really gets me fired up is seeing our elected officials resort to name-calling and personal attacks. These people are supposed to be representing us, the American people. They're supposed to be working on solutions to inflation, border security, energy independence, and yes, even cryptocurrency policy. Instead, we get senators calling each other names like they're in middle school detention. The crypto industry donations issue is actually worth discussing seriously. When any industry is putting significant money into political campaigns, we should be asking tough questions about influence and access. But that conversation requires adults in the room, not whatever this was. The American people deserve transparency about who's funding our representatives and what they expect in return. This kind of behavior is exactly why people are fed up with the political establishment. Regular Americans are struggling with gas prices, grocery bills, and putting their kids through school, and their representatives are in Washington having shouting matches over Twitter posts. It's embarrassing, and it's not what we pay them to do. What I want to see is accountability. When senators can't conduct themselves professionally in hearings, there should be consequences. When they waste taxpayer time and resources on personal vendettas instead of addressing real policy issues. Voters need to remember that come election time, the cryptocurrency industry isn't going anywhere. It's creating jobs, driving innovation, and giving Americans new opportunities to build wealth. We need sensible oversight that protects consumers without stifling the free market. That means having grown-ups in a room who can have productive conversations about complex issues. This hearing also highlights the importance of electing people who actually understand the issues they're voting on. Technology and finance are complicated subjects that require serious study and preparation. When senators come to hearings unprepared or more interested in creating viral moments than crafting good policy, everyone loses. Moving forward, I want to see our representatives focus on what really matters: border security, American energy production, getting our economy back on track, and yes, creating a regulatory framework for emerging technologies that puts American interests first. We need less theater and more substance. The chair tried to restore order at the end shows that at least someone in that room remembered they're supposed to be governing, not performing. But by then the damage was done. This kind of unprofessional behavior undermines public trust in our institutions and makes it harder to address the real challenges facing our country. Patriots, this is why your vote matters. This is why we need to stay engaged and hold our representatives accountable. They work for us, not the other way around. When they act like children instead of statesmen, we need to remind them who they answer to. That's all for today's video, Patriots. Let me know in the comments what you think about this congressional circus and what you want to see from your representatives. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest content. Until next time, keep fighting for America first.